it's not very common. Yeah, you do. I hit dead zones. Usually it's not too bad, but there are times that I'll hit dead zones. I mean, we've hit dead zones for an hour before. You win? What's up, JP? Yeah, I mean, unfortunately it sucks, and sometimes I've even had to end stream before, because I have a feeling that it's going to be very inconsistent for like an hour plus. So because of that, early start today. Yeah, I was gonna start earlier, but we got some torrential rain. Heaps of dead zones. Well, it depends on which. There's some dead zones that you have to worry about. I've been following mainly some pretty decently large highways. So most highways will have some level of connection. Agma Sin, thank you for the follow. We're gonna go back to live. Check the updated stuff. That's also a safety thing. I also follow train lines too. That's on day 100. It's a heck of a milestone. Thank you very much. We're gonna cross 1,700 kilometers today too. Oh, JP. The reason it's an early start is because I was denied a hotel for being a foreigner. So where I was planning to stay tonight, I had to route farther because there's no other hotels in that area. So I have to walk 26 kilometers to the next hotel today. And it turns out it's a whole thing. I had quite a conversation with that guy yesterday. Unfortunately, the guy I talked to was just a member, like a staff member. Hot day, no guys, you went? Yeah. Crazy thing. So this is how it worked. So I called him on Tuesday, and I'll replay it exactly how it went. はい、すいません。ホテル後楽園ですか？はい、ホテル後楽園です。はい、すいません。今週の木曜日、部屋空いてますか？確認して少々お待ちください。はい。はい、部屋ある。一人で一泊でよろしいですか？はい、かしこまりました。お名前は何ですか？お名前は、it didn't say, it said Jason です。は？ Jason です。申し訳ない。外国人の方できません。は？he went, he said that, what? 他のお客さんは日本人だから外国人のお客さん多分トラブルあります。迷惑あります。And I was like, どうやってどの like, and that's where I started just like reverting down to like どうやってトラブルどういう意味 like what do you mean trouble, what are you talking about? And he goes, I don't know, but maybe like there's some things. And I was like, huh? And so he's like, he starts talking about it, and he's like, and then finally he's like, it's my boss's rules. And I go, okay. I said, well, this is a dumb rule. Said, this is sabetsu. This is discriminatory. And he goes, oh, no, it's not discriminatory. It's not discriminatory. And I said, you said you had rooms. And then I said my name, and then you said no foreigners. I said, I said, call it whatever you want. I said, but that is discrimination. Like, if I said my name was Nakamura Kinji, I mean, granted, if I showed up, he would have said, oh, get out of here. But, it's a problem, So, and then after that, Y-Chan was like, did you look at the Google reviews? And so then I go look at the Google reviews, and there's like 2 or 3 people. There was a guy who booked the hotel. He'd been in Japan 11 years, booked the hotel for him and his wife, or his wife booked the hotel for him and like for both of them. And then when they got there, they said that she can stay but he can't, like a married couple. So that's why it's just racist as fuck. Like, some people are like, oh, it's xenophobic. Like, no, it's just racist. Like, if they're not even letting married couples go there, like, that's it's not illegal. There's no there's been a few people who've become Japanese citizens and then sued and then they've won. But for people, if you're not a Japanese citizen, like if Japanese passport holder, then there's really no recourse. Well, it's going to be the eyeball test, Principal. It's going to be the eyeball test. When you roll up and you say, "Hi, Kenji Nakamura desu," and they go, "You're not Kenji Nakamura." Yeah, a Japanese foreign couple. That's ballsy. I thought the same thing, JP. I thought the same thing. Yeah, I thought that. And the craziest thing, it's a piece of shit hotel. It's 3,000 yen per night. It's 3,000 yen per night, and it looks. I showed Y-Chan, and she said it looks like a haunted hotel. Why do you want to stay here? And I said I don't really want to stay here. I said it's exactly 4 hours from stop to stop, and on the first floor, it's got a whole bunch of Showa era vending machines. And so I was like, that's interesting. Like the vending machine, you can check it out. It's like the vending machines look cool. It's got a whole giant floor of like, there's a toast sandwich vending machine. There's a soba noodle vending machine. I mean, like, there's all sorts of cool old stuff. And I thought that would be cool to stay there. And then like I got pissed. That's the first time I've been pissed in like a really long time. And then so I say, this is a dumb rule. It's racist. And he's like, at your company, can you change the rules? He's like, I'm just a staff member, dude. And then that's when I realized I was definitely just. I mean, granted, he's in his 40s. I could tell by his voice, but maybe 50s. But I was like, no. Like, okay, yes, maybe I can't change the rules, but if it's a dumb rule, it's a discriminatory rule, I would at least tell someone about it. Dude, that's what I'm saying too. It's a 3,000 yen hotel. You think they care if there's a white guy like? It's not even shared bathing. Oh, I'm gonna walk past it today and record a video, and then I'm also gonna email the prefectural office about it. Not yet. Oh yeah, no. I don't. That's the thing too. It's not about me. I can walk a couple hours extra, get to a different place, but it's about making change like overall. Because again, that's part of like I think being human. It's not always about me. It's about other people who might not be able to say anything about it or do anything about it. I North, thanks for coming in. I'll let that slide this time, McMarty, but it's well, no, it's just that is a giant mosquito. Yes, it's about the next guy, exactly. That reminded me. We're a couple hours away from it, so we need to make sure we're rooting on the right. I remember about a lot of Japanese laws that it can be vague as to who the laws apply to because the term kokumin itself is vague. Yeah. Well, I almost got into a couple days ago. I stayed at a very cool hotel. Hola, what's up, Alex? A very cool hotel that was exclusively for like people working at the power plants and stuff. Um, um, anyway, so it was working there, and so they gave me a sheet to fill out, and on the sheet in Japanese it says in Japanese and English, if a non-Japanese national cannot provide an address in Japan, you must take a photocopy in English and Japanese. And so I'm filling it out. And the first guy I talked to says, "All right, I need a copy of your license, or I need a copy of your alien card." I said, "Alien card?" I said, "You mean Zedu card?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "No." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And I said, "That address there?" I said, "This address here?" I said, "That's my address. I live here. Nihon no jumin desu yo ne." And I said, "To, anata no sheet koko de yonde kudasai." You know, and I was like, "Just read it." And then he read it, and he's like, "No, I still need a copy." And I said, "This says right here, if I can't provide an address, then you can copy it." I said, "But I'm not a tourist." And then I have my hat on, I have my backpack on. He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I am a Japanese resident. I live in Japan." And so then I had to bust out the phone and pull out the Ministry of Labor, Health, Wellness law check that said you can't ask for copies of that stuff. And then after he read that, another guy came from around the back. He's like, "Oh, Jason, right? You're walking from Kagoshima, Hokkaido?" I go, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." He said, he talked to the other guy. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "He lives here. You don't need one." But it's so used to like blanket making copies of all non-Japanese people's stuff that like it came into a thing. Yeah. If you know you're inserting your rights. Sorry, could you repeat what National said? You have to go to. I have it downloaded on my phone. I don't remember exactly, but if you Google this, what is this? Ryokan Yoho ni kansuru fac. So, if you just Google that, and then at the very bottom, it says down here. But that's only if you live in Japan. Yeah. And it says you can ask them, but if they refuse to it, then you're not allowed to it. Yeah. So, I've started saying no. I can probably post that in the Discord, actually. That might be a better place to share it. But it's all Japanese, and you're gonna I just have it downloaded on my phone. So then when like people are saying that, I just pop it out and say "Yonde kudasai," and then but usually, because even that guy, I said 確認できるけど copy してない info section on the Discord. Okay, I'll do that today whenever I get home. I have a screenshot of it, but I need to just post a link to the actual place, the website, or the PDF or whatever. Now the thing is, I used to think about this at driving centers. They used to always take photocopies of my license, and at first I thought that's and then I saw that they do it to everybody, and I thought, okay, that's fine. That they take photocopies. Denied to a hotel in the media, especially because you do this walk where so many Japanese don't. But it being Japan could get you denied at more hotels. I don't think that's going to be an issue. I've stayed at, again, 99.9999999% of places are usually pretty happy to see me. And some of the places I've been the first guest in like weeks. At that time. Especially once you speak a little bit of Japanese. Like JP can do this. Like once you speak a little bit of Japanese with the owner or whoever, any worry goes away like immediately. Like in the beginning, there's definitely some like, oh, here's this big scary like non-Japanese guy, but after like 5 minutes of talking to someone, and you say, oh yeah, I live in Tokyo, I do this thing, I'm doing this thing, and it's like, they're like, you drink? You want to drink a beer with me? Oh, you don't drink? You want to watch sumo? Yeah, we can watch sumo. You know, that type of thing. You didn't order the breakfast tomorrow, but do you want like an egg and some rice? We can do that. Like, don't service. Don't worry about it. You know, that type of shit happens all the time. As soon as the ice is broken, beards are scary. Is it sumo? It is sumo season. That's what I'm trying to also. Yeah. And if you're cool, even if you're well, here's the thing. Recently in Japan, there have been a lot of Japanese people. You can go look this up. ANA and JL are having to like reconsider how they do customer service because there are so many shitty ass customers like stressing the staff. Ice melts before I can break it. That's okay. Everyone's got their own thing, you know. It's it takes time to get out of one's shell. And it's okay to be in a shell. There's nothing wrong. Like, you know, people look at me and they see, you know, how I talk with them, and when I was getting soba, the lady in the kitchen, because I got here 5 minutes early. Kitchen's not supposed to open for 5 minutes. And so she goes and talks to the lady, and then the lady sees me, and she goes, oh, he's got a cool hat. And then I go, well, thanks. I said, I'm walking from Kagoshima to Hokkaido. And she said, and I said, today's my 100th day. She said, oh, Takunichi Kinen, like, anniversary. So, shitty behavior is one of those head shoots. Lots of fun to be had there. I brought my book. I've seen the movie Silence. I have not read the book. Dang. Kaiser Shanks. I don't know. Your mother doesn't live in Japan, so. So they instructed all of their staff to use sama and keigo when addressing patients. Wild. Wild. I mean, it's not wild. It completely makes sense. That's why, like, some of these hotels I see, like, I'll read Google reviews sometimes, and it will say something like 3 stars, room was clean, bath was nice, food was good, receptionist only said hello, or something. They got 3 stars, and I was like, holy crap, dude! Like, they're doing a good job, and you gave them 3 stars because the receptionist only said hello. Give me a break, dude. We gotta get on the road. Yeah. Where do you book hotels? I call a lot of places. Because a lot of places are not on Google. Or, like, they are on Google, but you have to really look. How to reverse the policy. It's about time. The customer's God thing is so stupid, too. It's a lot of people don't know this. It was made by a guy named Minami Haruo, who's a comedian. And in comedy, sure, maybe the customer is God, but in a lot of other things, it's not. Dressing with Sama all dressed in the same way. But the guy who made that popular, how he was Channing Kun, the guy who made that popular was a comedian. And so then, like, the service industry took that and ran with it. Oh yeah, Okaku-san wa kami-sama. Akasama wa kami-sama. That's insane. It's an insane, like, I mean, even when I was growing up, the customer's always right, but it's like, until they're not. Because customers are wrong a lot of times too, you know? Okay. I don't think there's a bathroom in here. I gotta go return my bowl. We gotta get going. We got a lot of distance to go today. So much distance, we might... Well, no, we got a donation for ice cream, didn't we? Gotta get ice cream. No, you're good, Method of Madness. We have, auto things here. They also don't know what they want. Yes, that's also true. Pudding? Whatever type of pudding. Okay, even in the West, I heard they're saying that in matters of taste, the customers are yep. Yeah, AutoMod I think changed a little while ago, and it's gotten a bit more strict. But for the most part, I don't mind cussing and stuff. As long as it's not, and then like that guy who came in earlier and said, "How the hose?" I don't know. I don't partake in that behavior. No shame to people who do. You know, life is YOLO. You get to do things once, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you. How do I have wormed my way into a very strange pickle. Oh, those fit way better over there. Okay, bathroom, ice cream, road. We should be good for at least a few hours. I hope. I really don't want to take too many breaks today. Because like I said, long days like this, it's stopping, starting, it's a bit tough. Okay. Left hand goes under it. Lift up. Around. Gotta get over here where I can actually. Okay, yush. Clipped in, microphone tucked in. Oh crap. Okay. Go forward. Thanks you again, everyone, for hanging out. If you enjoy this type of stuff, if you enjoy me talking, or at least enjoy the stuff, please consider following. Also, please consider following the YouTube or Instagram, as I mentioned earlier. But no worries if not. I'm trying to get better at posting on both of those, but it's sometimes tough. So. I think I'm gonna have to sit down to put shoes on. Backpack's too heavy to flamingo it today. So these shoes have been awesome, but because they're mesh top, not great for the rain. That's when I bought them, I knew this was going to be an issue, so I'm not worried about it. They still stay pretty somewhat dry feeling, but we got dumped on earlier, so like we got dumped on earlier. But they're super comfortable, so I am not complaining. They are going to be soggy today, but they'll dry by the morning. Oh no, let's. Okay. Fanny pack fell off, of course. Okay. Let's get going. Oh, let's just go check out the ice cream situation. Ice cream's outside. Okay. Oh, nice. What kind do they have? Nama cream or, oh, it's milk. Milky or coffee. God damn, $4.90? I guess it's about the going rate, but it is ice cream time. Pretty large restaurant. No, this is just a roadside stop. A lot of roadside stations. Start cleaning my garage mirror. Nice. Okay. Milk. Yeah, I know. I remember that. As soon as I saw milk, I was like, "Oh, JP doesn't like milk stuff." Oh, sun's out. Is it enough for me to put on sunscreen? Maybe we're all right. Okay, Ziggy did donate for ice cream, so we're gonna get some ice cream. Hi, スキリミルキーソフトクリームお願いします。はい。頑丈ソフトクリームお願いします。はい。はい。490円です。今日、出雲崎から燕三条。でも、歩いて自転車？鹿児島から北海道歩いてます。歩きだけ。燕三条はどこが目的地？ホテルニューグリーン。燕三条のニューグリーン。今日は26キロ。26キロ？うん。はいどうぞ。はい、ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。Soft cream. So this is what the building looks like. It's literally just, there's toilets over there, and then they sell like omiyage, like souvenirs and stuff, and then they have a little restaurant. And then they have an ice cream thing out here. No, that's, I mean, it looks kind of big.